Hey, what's up, guys? So I want to talk about this video that I saw called "Racism in Metal." It's by a guy named Rob Flynn, and he's in Machine Head. And basically, he calls out Phil Anselmo of Pantera for being racist, and always doing Nazi salutes, saying like white power and shit like that. And yeah, it's kind of bullshit. Where I've seen videos of stuff like that before, and he just played the Dime Bash with Phil, and there's definitive proof right there. If some people don't believe it, where Phil's just clearly white power and saluting like a motherfucker, like he believes the shit out of this. Now some people are trying to say that, oh, it's just a joke, and they're referring to some white wine that they're drinking backstage or something like that, and you can tell that's like a really stupid thing to say. Like that's obviously not true, and especially if you look at Phil, like you see the passion, like he fucking believes that stuff. And so Rob, he's sick of that shit, and he's also sick of people kind of backing up Pantera and not really calling Phil out. Like people have been very silent about him being racist and shit like that, and just doing like saying whatever he wants, and there being no criticism. And I agree. Like I think that that kind of stuff is bullshit. Like we don't need any of that stuff. Like I don't really care that people do that stuff. You're free to do whatever the hell you want, but to act like it's not kind of fucked up, it's stupid. And the reason why this is happening is because Pantera is such a like great band. To a lot of people in the metal community that's like shh, shh. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Phil. We don't talk about Phil being racist. We'll talk about his vocal range. We'll talk about the good songs that everybody writes. We'll talk about how great Dimebag Darrell was, rest in peace and stuff like that. But can't talk about Phil's racism. And some people have also asked me that, because I have a Pantera shirt, and people are like, like how come you listen to them? They're racist, right? And I'm like, well, here's the thing. Like I'm sure there's a lot of people that are racist and have racist beliefs in the metal community or in other music, but they keep it to themselves. And I don't know. The thing is, I'm a fan of their music. There isn't very many bands that I get into where I'm like very interested in everybody's lives and what they believe in their politics and stuff like that. I'm interested in their music. Now there's certain stuff that like, oh, I'll try not to support, but the thing is, I don't go digging. But yeah, with that, it's been kind of obvious. Now, so for all that stuff, I agree with Rob, and I respect his opinion. I actually like Machine Head. I'm not the hugest fan, but one of my favorite songs that I like to throw on a playlist every once in a while is Imperium. So check that out. And one thing that he said though that I do take a problem with, because he was saying that, oh, a lot of people are just they're being pussies and being social justice warriors and stuff. And yeah, I agree that it's not really that case. However, he went a little bit too far where he's saying that, oh, how come black people can say black pride and black power and white people can't? And then he was talking about, oh, well, oppression, black people, this and that stuff happened back in the day. Yeah, we all know that. And then he talks about white people have never been oppressed by black people. And I'm just like, well, hold the fucking phone, man. Hold the phone. Like, let me speak. I'm going to speak on that behalf because, I'm a black guy, obviously. And here's the thing, me living now, I've never experienced any of that oppression. All that stuff happened back in the day. Yeah, it was fucked up, I know. Like my mom and grandmas and everybody like that have lived through that stuff. Me personally, things have been fine. As far as I know of, I haven't really been discriminated against. Maybe there's been some jobs I didn't get or something like that, but I wasn't really aware of it because there's other jobs, and I got other jobs. I'm working right now. Everything's cool. But I'm just saying that I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care what race you are. If you're all shouting about your pride and all this stuff, I think you're a fucking idiot, no matter which fucking race you are. So I think black power and black pride is just as shitty as white power and white pride. I don't give a fuck what you say. So on that, I think Rob is stupid. I think all of that should be condemned because, like I've said in another video, and I've also, fucking George Carlin said too, like where you're kind of born a skin color. You're like, what the fuck's this pride business? How could you be prideful about something you had nothing to do with? You didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to be black. My parents fucked, and now I'm black. Same with Phil's parents. They fucked. He's white, and now he's proud to be white. Like you didn't do anything to achieve it. So I've always thought it was fucking stupid. So there is an issue. Like say, yeah, I think Phil should be called out on that stuff. Stop getting a complete pass because it's obvious. It's obvious. Like who are we fooling and trying to say some wine shit? And so I'm glad that he made this video, you know, kind of the addressing the massive elephant in the room, where it's like, yeah, man, this guy's kind of scummy, you know, maybe you should call him out or something. Stop pretending that he's the greatest gift, you know, just because Pantera is a really solid fucking band, you know. And that's just not, you know, people don't get passes like that. Everybody should get criticized. Everybody should be, you know, have judgment passed. Like, so like I'm saying to Rob, yeah, black people that claim black power and say stupid shit. Like, let's just say, for example, if Howard Jones started saying all this black pride stuff like that, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, Howard. Sit the fuck down, dude. You know, let's just play some fucking music, you know? That's what this is all about, right? I've always enjoyed the metal community because the music, it takes a lot more talent, there's a lot more intensity, there's just a lot more effort into it, a lot more energy. You know, usually the fans are a lot more passionate, but then you have a bunch of dumbasses that will, you know, defend people like this. You know, like if it was something different, like say like Rob did cover, if it was in like a more popular band like that, like there's no way Phil or some type of singer would be able to get away with stuff like this. So some people are being a little bit too tolerant in the metal community, where it's like, well, that's just complete ignorance, and you're gonna ignore it just because you like this music so much. Where I'm like, no, you can do both. You can like the music and be like, well, fuck Phil, what a piece of shit, you know. And then might fade away. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? But that's really my 2 cents on it. It's not too much of a social justice thing to call him out. I think it's the right thing. I think Rob was right for calling him out. Like I said, I think Phil's kind of a dumbass, even though I do enjoy the music that he makes, especially a lot of the old school Pantera stuff. But whatever. What do you guys think? I don't know if all of you are into the whole like metal, but I'm sure a lot of you can relate to the type of issues that are coming up with racism, a little bit of social justice and intolerance and fucking oppression and all that kind of stuff like that. So I don't know. Let me know what you think below, and I'll see you guys next time.